good nap if I do say so myself. Nice to have a rest in a cozy cabin, curiously overlooking the castle and the calamity down there. Hey guys, what's going on? Here's my horse, Derry. We've come a long way. Give me an air kiss. Yeah, that works. Hey Pondo, thanks for letting me borrow your cabin while you stayed out here all night working on that snowball. Ugh, so much has happened and there's still more to do. In fact, let me show you what I've seen so far in pictures that I've taken with my Sheikah slate. This is Pyrrha. She tried an experiment to make herself younger and accidentally reverted back to being a child. If you ask me, she looks like an old lady who shrank and used a ton of skin moisturizer. Don't tell her I said that. Here are some rock ore deposits. You're probably wondering why I took a picture of rocks. Take a look at that texture. So nice, it looks like rock candy. It's not rock candy. My teeth are fake now. Talk about a look of concern. Dare and I are just walking up the hill by Kakariko village and we saw the moon glow red. Next thing we knew, there were sparks coming out of the ground. It was find a buddy to hug and scream time. Double rainbow. Here's a close-up of Nadra. Who knew that spirits in dragon form could get sick? After I played Air Doctor, Nadra said, check out my teeth. I said, let me check your scales instead. On this day, I was in Hebrew Mountains. I was taking a rest from the hike when I looked over to my right and I saw a snow fox curled up taking a rest beside me. I guess it didn't notice me at first. I snapped this pic as it got up and made puppy sounds. Fat choo-choos in your face! These things popped out of the ground. You can even see my shadow over one of them. Kind of looks like it has a mouth going bleh. This is a real neat picture of a fireproof lizard. The other lizards are hard to spot because they're in the grass or bushes and scurry off before you even notice them. Half of these run into lava and disintegrate anyway. Okay, there's a lot going on here. Yunobu is in this cannon which I'm using to corral the big mechanical lizard beast around the volcano. Meanwhile, what's that in the background? You can barely make out Dinral descending in the sky. I didn't even notice it till after I took this picture. This is Carl. He's a statue. Boy, is he thinking evil thoughts. I had to purge him of the negativity. Afterwards, he was a new man, and he plans to open up a home and garden center where he'll stand in the center of all the plants. What a tempting treat! Looks like a chocolate drop with a swirl of caramel. It's just dangling there. Is it a trap? I don't care. I like these balloons. They have personality. They move around and look at you like, where am I? Am I over here? No, I'm over here. Then there are those that simply like to hide. I like hiding too. I'm up in this tree hiding from a Lionel. In what's perhaps the best picture I've ever taken, the red moon glows behind the Dueling Peaks. I was on the Hylia Bridge when this happened, and oh my goodness, was it a spooky shot. It looks like the Earth is trying to take a bite out of the moon. And believe me, I wouldn't mind that if that were a possibility, because maybe that would stop all the shenanigans from happening. Hey, why are you so short? Why is this horse so tall? Why is it so much bigger than the other horses? I see you there. Oh, bad pun, huh? Well, don't give me the cold shoulder about it. Oh, there's a crate in the water. A skeleton rider on a skeleton horse? Why not? Only the rider has bad intentions. Once I got rid of the rider, the skeleton horse was free. It kind of looks like it's laughing, like, Oh, that tickles! 5 seconds later, I was no longer laughing. I see a lot of Koroks in my travels. I think it's funny how their faces are leaves. This one looks like a fruit salesman on the corner of the street, so I surrounded it with fruit. Somehow that made it adorable. At Martha's Landing, I jumped on a rock to get a better view of the ocean. Suddenly, the rock jumped out of the ground. Camouflage is always interesting, but this one rocks. Here's Robbie and his talking vending machine named Cherry. Cherry gives me ancient supplies. Robbie gives me weird looks with his bug-eyed glasses. I wonder if he realizes he's got a decayed guardian in his front yard. Normally, when you see Farosh exiting the area, it's back into the water, but not so in the Gerudo Highlands. Look up and you'll see it create its own weather system and disappear in a spiraling cloud. I could stare at it for hours, or minutes. Never mind, my neck hurts. In snowy areas, I have come across big chunks of ice which usually hold Koroks or treasures. I proceeded to melt this chunk of ice, hoping for more goodies. When I realized what I was thawing out, I stopped. Ho ho ho! Are you looking up at a wall, or are you looking down at the ground? It's an optical illusion! And a very pretty one at that.
Ugh! I've fallen, and I can't get up! Oh, the pain! Oh, the agony! Oh, the embarrassment! My parts are rolling out! Oh, actually, this is kind of comfortable.
Hey, are you looking at me? Are you looking at me? I think you're looking at me. Stop looking at me. You got problems. My name's not Bambi. Ho-ho! What do you think of my ice statue? It's a wizard from winter. This turned out cooler than it needed to be. The placement couldn't be more perfect. Maybe once I'm done saving Hyrule, I should go into professional photography, huh? On this night, I was checking out the cliffs of Kuho Mountain's edge and needed a break from all the rocks, so I walked up Passer Hill and saw this. I wasn't expecting this at all. The odd rock formation is already a sight to behold, but put a red moon behind it and you got something spooky. Either that or the big bird beast laid a bad egg. Chief Riju shows off her stuffed animal collection. She's got 2 stuffed sand seals, and they are grade A adorable. They actually look more like flounder fish than sand seals to me. I still want one though. Where can I order one? I got plenty of space in my house for one.
Look, Mommy, the circus is here!
No, Tommy, no. That's not a circus. Also, you're a scarecrow. It's raining. This feels like Halloween. This is probably the prettiest picture I've taken. A nice panoramic shot of the big eastern bay of Lanayru Sea. There's something about a crisp May morning dew that makes the landscape pretty. It's so peaceful, tranquilizing, entrancing. Ah. It feels rare to see so many people together at once. Maybe that's because so few people are left these days. The 2 guys in front are arguing over who should take the girl out to the stable square dance. The 3rd guy is just waiting for them to decide so they can go out on the hike. Me? I just want to read the recipe for the tasty meat and rice dish. This is Naden, the Goron. He told me how he likes to eat rocks for lunch. If you ask me, I'd say he's got rocks in his head. Oh. I guess that means he does eat rocks. Now, not supposed to make sense. Oh dear, that looks painful. I don't know if this creature was good or bad, but no one deserves that. I'm sure it didn't ask for a lobotomy. Yuck. I found this malice eye that I didn't see earlier. It looks so bored in there. If that eye had a mouth, he'd be saying, "Ugh, this sucks. He didn't even notice me. Stupid irony." As I was preparing to fight a Lionel, a storm appears suddenly, and unexpectedly too. This is the bottom of the volcano. Never thought there'd be a storm near the volcano. Anyway, the Lionel seemed to be attracting lightning and ended up having to dodge around the strikes. Who knew it was such a good dancer? Say hello to Impa. She's the little old lady on the right, and her granddaughter Pyrrha on the left, looking constantly shy, scared, uncomfortable, awkward, infatuated. Impa always looks tired and grumpy. I know she's on pillows and pillows are soft, but that can't be good on her back. Cass, the song and accordion Rito travels as much as I do, it seems. Wherever I see him, he's playing that accordion to a song about the land and usually a hidden shrine of some loony legend. This was our last meeting at Katano Bay, and it sure is a pretty place. This is an awesome shot, isn't it? You know, with all the songs that this guy knows, maybe you should make a greatest hits CD. This would be the perfect album cover. I have found all 120 shrines by now. This was the last one that I found. Interesting presentation it's got going here. Looks like some kind of tribal dance floor, doesn't it? Like, boom, ba-doo, ah, doo, doo, ah, doo, doo, ah, doo, doo, ooh, doo, doo, ah, doo, doo, ah, ba, 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 ba. Hot banana! Check out this little flower growing out of a palm tree. Looks like a singer swinging it in a big band show. Luck be a goddess! Da-da-da-da-da-da! What a giant sword! Forget the master sword that seals the darkness. This is all we need to defeat Ganon. We'll just need, 100 people to get it out of here. It's always a treat to run into anyone from the civilized general public. It's dangerous to travel alone, so a lot of us travelers have faithful animals, like a horse or a donkey. This horse is predicting imminent doom. Indeed. A minute later, a storm brewed. Welcome to Gerudo Desert, the perfect place to wander aimlessly, overheat, and get sand in your socks. Anything left deep in the desert is exposed to the elements, including swordswomen statues like this one. They all point to something special, but from where I stand, this one is pointing out to me that the sun is baking me.
Oh, I can't reach! I can't reach! Oh, come on! I want it! I really, really want it! Oh, just a little bit, just a bite! Come on, don't tease me! No!
At Zora's domain, good brother Prince Sidon spends time with the statue of his sister Mifa every night. I wonder if they argue like typical siblings growing up. Suppose it doesn't matter now. She's gone and he pays his respects to the statue. I pay my respects too. I offered her milk and ancient cookies. The danger has made fighters out of anybody, even those who probably would not have picked the fight otherwise. Monsters make it impossible to travel without trouble. Epic picture, isn't it? Looks like a screenshot out of a movie. Oh, don't worry, I helped out. Eventually. Okay, so this was inevitable. With how often the moon turns red and causes havoc at night, sooner or later, I was going to pose with it. I swear I'm on my way to saving Hyrule. I'll get to Hyrule Castle. See? It's right there. Surrounded by gaseous grape juice. Everything will be fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh, that was the last of my pictures. What do you know? Well, I best get going. The adventure's not over. Thanks again, Pondo. You have poofy hair. Okay, Derry, we're off! Oh, I forgot to charge the battery of the Shaker Slate last night.